by the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throw across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up at the 35. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. From the gun, Winston. That's caught. It's Thomas. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
Into the first quarter with the score Raiders 14, Saints 6.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. Now Kamara. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
9-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Jameis to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside of the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Carr to throw again. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
38-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And this is Kenyon Drake, fifth-year man from Alabama. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Carr sliding out of the pocket. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Give him 30 yards there. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen to fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing again. Carr. His throw is going to be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This is caught. Touchdown. Touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time through the interception in the red zone.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down. To throw, Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
47-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. On the ground, this is Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
Winston now from the 50. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
At the 44-yard line.
Now this time, Carl throw. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Following the interception, Winston gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Harris has it over the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The first down throw for Winston. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Winston is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Winston's pass intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do...
Third time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They start the second half with Kamara. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now. And
the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's incomplete. It's John Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Flushed out, and now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. When that ball popped free, we can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And the pressure gets to him again. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a third and long after that sack.
Third down.
From the gun, it's Carr. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Marquez Callaway. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Saints 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, Carr escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. It's Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over him. Carr now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Looking for touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That's complete to Troutman, right side. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
On play action, Winston. He'll buy some time right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Lutz good on the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost not. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Carr to throw. There's Carr on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. Here's the Raiders punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. From the gun, Winston. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off right around the 43. And the return will stop right around the 25. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
New Orleans.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Winston now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about. But I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From midfield, here's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they need. It's intercepted. Picked up on their Sean Lattimore. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
Running with Kamara. And Down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards the pick up there. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Third down.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Now Winston. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
23-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up second and 7. Right back to Drake. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Back to throw. Caught. It's incomplete over the middle. That's Drake. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for Las Vegas, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Dick.